It's going to and welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today we're taking on AEK Athens in our final group game in the Europa Conference League. Hopefully, we'll be able to beat AEK and get into the next round, which will be very, very exciting times for everybody. And we're taking on Debrecen in the Hungarian Cup second round, which, if we can get through that, we've been drawn against a very, very weak team. So hopefully we can do the business. If you do want to enjoy this episode, make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get into the episode. Right, fellas, so this is how the Ferencváros game went. It's the only game that we've played since the last episode. We lost 2-1. Very disappointing. Toth just smashed one in from very, very far away, and that was the winner. And it was quite late on, and we didn't have many highlights, to be fair. Theo Walcott had an absolute mare of a game. Oh, he was so bad. He started on the right, moved on to the left, just got worse as the game went on. But we're taking on AEK. Just to remind you, this is how the group looks. We are 2 points behind the AEK Athens. If we beat them, we jump into second. And that's pretty much it. If any other result, it's pointless. We might as well not even bother talking about it. And Debrecen, as I said, we've been drawn against a weak team in the third round. Zalgotarian. So if we can get past Debrecen, we play against a third division team again. I think it's the third division team. But yeah, we've been as you can see as well, we have a lot of friendlies set up because we're playing, or the World Cup is on in, actually it's not too far away. It's a couple of weeks, I think, at this stage. I think it's like middle or the end of November it's arriving, or it's going to be played. So we'll have a nice little interesting time in the not too distant future. For this game though, we do have very, very few players available. There's 3 players not in the match day squad. One of them is injured and also transfer listed, and we're trying to get rid of him. But for this game, we are starting with Hud Wagner in goal. As you would expect, he has been fantastic pretty much all season. His average rating, though, not great. Pirlevsku is starting on the right with Garbut continuing on the left, because we don't have a fit left back other than him, unless we play Pirlevsku there. I don't really want to. Pushkash and Suarez starting as our centre backs. Suarez back in the team. Played against Ferencváros and actually had a pretty decent game. Typhonbach and Ortiz in central midfield for Versace, and Shedlar as our wide men. Garate and Monazimi starting as our strike force. Derek is on a little bit of a 2-week holiday because he was literally dying. He played so many games, the poor man needed a rest. So we're going into this one, and the best we can hope for is second. So we're going to thrash our arms and say we could. Okay, Pushkash didn't like that, but I'm gonna put my fists at all the players and be like, hey, you can do footballs, let's do a football. Pushkash, feel like he's already lining himself up to be the first man taken off. Can't replace a player like him. It's all about balance. We need to attack too, remember. Yeah, we've been pretty decent attacking wise. Not so much on the old defensive wise. I kind of feel like we're the Ireland national team. Garate has already picked up a booking. It's his first game in a not a long time, but he's not played many games recently, and he's already picked up a booking. You might also notice as well, my mic is different. I've fixed the original mic, and the one that I was using as the replacement in between has now been put aside. I didn't realize that I had a vent open in my office, and the wind picked up and it was horrendous, but I didn't want to leave half the episode out, so I apologize for the audio. I didn't realize it until after, when I was editing it, and I was like, I can't really, we beat Austria Vienna. It's quite an important part of the episode, so I apologize. Hopefully nobody unsubscribed. I'm recording this obviously straight after that episode was recorded. So I don't know if anyone has yet, but we'll find out soon. Hopefully not. And that is just an absolute horrendous shit show in the defence. The ball pings off the crossbar and hits about 19 players before somehow ending up in the back of the net. I do not want to watch it again. That was absolutely disgusting. AEK Athens have another pop at goal. Thankfully, this time it goes over. Pushkash is actually, as I suspected, not having a great game. Then again, Versace also not having a great game. So that's a little bit disappointing. We have made a signing since the last episode, and I'm going to show you that person for the Debrecen game. I'm probably going to start him in the league game against Dischiori, and I give him a chance in the cup as well. Shedler gets the ball across and unfortunately can't get past the first defender. Suarez picks it up. Suarez no longer unhappy about not being in the European team or the Euro squad, so that's pretty good. Next year, actually, he's going to be a fully fledged Hungarian, or he's going to be trained at the club anyway. So definitely won't be selling him because he's an important player to us, even if he's not getting as much game time as he was previously. Oh, that was a cheeky. Was that a? I don't know. That looked cheeky, cheeky. But yeah, we're not having a great start. Typhonback's after picking up an injury. Just walk it off, buddy. Walk it off. We don't have any goalkeeper on the bench today, by the way. Just to point that out. First time in this series we haven't had a goalkeeper on the bench. I'm going to thrash my arms and say I'm fair pleased, because I'm not. You've got what it takes. You've got what it takes. And strikers, you've also got what it takes. I believe in you. We do need to make a couple of changes because our players are not having a great time. Do I want to take off Typhonback? The foot injury. Garate, you can be just be on attack. I know he doesn't want to do it because he plays with his back to goal and he doesn't like being an attacking target man. But he scored lots of goals last year doing it. I feel like he could probably, suck it up and do it. I'm going to move Versace into be a Mazzella. Typhonback, you're going to come off for Giersick? Giersick is going to come on. And we're going to jump in. I'm going to give an individual team talk to Giersick and say, hey, I have faith in you to make a difference. Giersick hasn't had many games this year, so let's see how he gets on. Suarez heads just over. He's 6'6". He's like our secret weapon that everyone knows about, and they have somehow not scored. We are living on the edge. I'm going to chuck a bit of encouragement at the players. Hopefully we can do something. If we lose this one, I'm going to be really, really disappointed. I would like to win a game, like only our second game. Ortiz has picked up a knock, and he is now done for the day. So I'm going to put Versace just to be the box. This is not what I was hoping for. Push cash is on a 6.2. Kind of hoping I can make changes up front, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I feel like we're not going to win this game. Fuck it, we're going to go attacking. Demand more. Pause. Okay, we have 9 minutes left. What can we do? I think we are going to put Giersick up front as well. And just go. Shedler can play as a central midfielder as well. So this is fine. Versace, be an advanced playmaker on attack. Vass, you can be a Mazzella on attack. As can Shedler. We're just gonna for now it means nothing. If we don't win, it means nothing. So Gabriel, you're coming on as well. We're gonna go 3-man strike force, doing a 4-3-3, super cheeky. Go extremely wide, more direct, run at the defense, be more expressive, hit early crosses, distribute to fullbacks, I guess. And we're just gonna go everything up here, get stuck in as well. Why not? We're already getting loads of bookings. Show me what you got. I want a good display. Gabriel could not care less. Very attacking. Once I get the opportunity, I'm going to berate them, because even if we get a draw, that's fine. If we draw, it's better than getting a defeat, and it is not going to happen, and we've lost to AEK. Apart from pleased with that result, that was less than ideal. Fantastic. To be fair, I do feel like I left the change a tad bit too late. Do not want to do an interview. Thank you very much, my friends. AEK beating us, Osijek beat Austria Vienna. At least we don't finish bottom of our group. So if we had not Ortiz over 3 weeks, Typhon for 3 days, Versace, I literally just put him into midfield for a hot second. He played like 15 minutes, and they're already talking about how he's central midfielder. Whatever. Right, we're going to be back in just a second for the game against Debrecen. Do need to start, winning games again. Stop the rot. Right, fellas, so it is time to take on Debrecen in the Hungarian Cup. We're the only game today because of everything that's been going on with our season recently. The last game we did draw against DSGR. We did have to rotate quite heavily, and the team did not play very, very well at all, which is obviously less than ideal. But we're still in and around. It's close. We're still fairly close. 13 games in, there's not a massive, there's 9 points separates first to 9th. Unfortunately, we drew against a team that are in 10th at the moment. Not had anyone scoring too many goals, which is a little disappointing, but what can you say? So we're going into this game with some players away on international duty. As you can see, I've been trying to select a team, and this is the team we're going for. So Joel Pereira is making his league debut, or his debut for the club in general. Pirlevsky and Angard as our wing backs. Markella and Suarez are starting in central defence, with Typhon and Vass starting in midfield. Versace and Walcott. I think this is the first time you're going to get to see Theo Walcott play. He wants to be an inside forward and support. Yep, you do that. And then there is Frid Johnson. The ex-Celtic striker has joined. This is the guy I was talking about. We couldn't get. We're paying him 3,800 or 3,800 a week. That's fine. Amonazimi starts alongside him. Players that are unavailable for today's game are many players unavailable for today's game. Hood Wagner is away on international duty. Derek is on holidays. Still, he's back in 2 days. Fair enough. Jan Ortiz is injured, and Garbett is also away on international duty. We do have a couple of tired players sitting on the bench. Well, just one. Pushkash is sitting on the bench. We'll see, do we need to bring him on? On guard, 6.5, not been great. Frid Johnson's debut wasn't amazing. We're just going to keep playing him and see what happens. This is a game he should be comfortable with. This, I'm not so sure about this. We've our goalkeeper is playing for the first time, but he is good enough to be in to be a first team player in the division. So I would imagine we're going to be fine. The majority of our players are quite happy to be playing today. I'm going to just skip that post-game interview because I don't really care. We're going to go attacking. We're going to make a slight tactical tweak. We're just going to push everyone just a little bit further forward. This is a game we should be winning quite comfortably, although this is the same way that Discuri lined up against us. So there's potential that we're just really bad against this formation. Versace can't get it past the keeper. Markella gets back to Suarez, who just dawdles on the ball and bodies him. Pirlevsky finds Versace with the throw. Typhon gets it across, but misses everything. Markella gets it forward, kind of aimlessly. On guard gets it to Theo Walcott, and Theo smashes it into the bottom corner. On guard with the assist. Surely this is going to be a good game for him. Walcott went from a 6.5 before scoring that goal to a 7.4. 0.9 of a difference for scoring a goal. I'll take it. Debrecen do, however, cut through our defence. A little bit slow when they got into the box, and I think Palievsky hit the post, but it might have been that Pereira got a touch on it. Suarez heads it away, and now Debrecen come back at us. But Versace back doing the defence work on the opposite wing to the one that he's actually playing. So that's commitment. That's what you want to see. Players committed to doing the business. And Balek gets it to body. That was Vass back defending. I'm not sure why on guard wasn't there trying to stop them. Fridjohnsen. Versace gets Fridjohnsen through. Fridjohnsen gets his first goal for Dorogi. You might have seen in his goal scoring history during his 2 seasons at Brescia, he managed 2 league goals in total. So, there was also a Latvian striker we were looking at before Fridjohnsen signed with us, who had an even worse goal scoring record, but according to our scouts, was even better. And we've gotten quite unlucky there, hitting the woodwork again for the second time. Debrecen have had a clear-cut chance. We have not. And they're quite unhappy with whatever their manager is telling them. And they've picked up a bit of a knock. So I'm going to tell lads we're capable of even better. I'm going to point my fingers. No, they don't seem to enjoy that. Put my fists. Happy enough, I guess. Nobody's playing exceptionally poorly. So we're going to just continue as we are. Schedler, I was looking at it. His attributes have plummeted of late. It's a little disappointing. He's dropping off quite quickly, like Delchik did at the end of our first season. He's lost an awful lot of his ability. Bass, he's put it over as well. We're quite lucky that the season has an extended break because of the World Cup. Because I don't know if we'd be able to continue as we are. This break's going to make a massive difference to the players. But unfortunately, we have just conceded against Debrecen. Going to give lads a bit of encouragement. I know they're going to react badly, but you got to do what you got to do. Theo Walcott wins a header. Tiefenbach finds Pierre-Levsku. Fridjohnsen to Tiefenbach, gets across to Theo, was on guard behind him. Decides to go it alone. Versace back in the net. Versace's 12th of the season. Federico Versace. Versace is a world-class winger playing in Hungary. He's not world-class. But he could be. Someday, Versace could be the world's best player, and we have him playing for us at the minute. Pierre-Levsku picks up the cleared ball. Theo Walcott cuts inside. Sends it all the way back to Suarez. Not the player you want hanging out in the way. He's just gone back over again. He's like, I'm a winger now. Yep, centre back. No, winger. Johnson's offside. He is indeed. That was, I wouldn't say he was horrendously offside, but he was very clearly offside. Balek with the cross. And Suarez misses the header. And Dorogi have now scored again. I'm going to demand more. That was, I know you're going to be frustrated and disappointed and pressured and all that, but you're not doing all that well. So I think it's a fair assessment of the situation. Monazimi's not been great, so we're going to bring on Gabriel, who he's been fine of late. Pushkash is going to come on for Suarez because of how horrendously poor he's been. He's made 2 mistakes now, I think, leading to goals. So I'm not going to be nice and just be like, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's grand. We're going to make our final change if absolutely necessary. Vass is quite tired. We'll bring on Ankara, who's just going to be the box-to-box. Just be a box-to-box midfielder. I know you want to be a Mazzella, but he's pretty much a decent all-rounder. He's more of a central midfield on support. So playing as a Mazzella, he's been fine. Playing as a box-to-box, he's done clearly absolutely nothing of note during the second half there for the time he was on the pitch. So that's all well and good. Our new best player on the team, potentially, so he's not, but he's managed to get himself his first goal for the club. Can't complain too much about that. Could have had a couple of goals, but just how it do be. Ongard is out for 3 days with an injury. Pereira has made his debut, and he conceded twice against the team below us. One of our friendlies has been cancelled, and now we're taking on Salgótarjani in the next round, a Hungarian Division 3 East team. So they're quite a low-ranking team. And we're going to be playing them in the not-too-distant future. Actually, no, in January. So I think the next episode we'll come back for, or in the next episode, because there's so many games to get through, we'll come back for, I think it's got to be Meshkoved. We'll come back for the first game after the World Cup. We'll have a look at players that we're signing, because we'll have a week of the transfer window done by that point, and I can update you on what happened in the World Cup. So if you did enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!